welcome to Untitled Chapter, and today I'll be doing a reading for Capricorns, okay? So this is for any placements of Cap you have in your chart. If you do, great. If you don't, great as well. You probably have a message in here for you, so keep an ear out. And if you are a crosswatcher, I welcome you with open arms. Seven knows I was a crosswatcher for many a video myself, so I get you and I got you. Now, I'm using Radleigh Valentine's Fairy Tarot deck. I will also mention when it's important for you to utilize your own intuition, and with that, let's get started. And I have 3 placements of Cap in my chart, so please, angels and guides, anywhere for the highest good who has a message for my Cappies, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Cappies, please come forward. Ooh, please. Okay. So, come forward and share. And first card out, 6 of Spring in the reverse. Next card, Prince of Spring in the upright. Then we have the Ace of Summer, the Emperor, Justice, 7 of Summer, Ego, the 6 of Summer, the King of Winter, the Empress. We have a Divine Union here, Balance, Sun, the Knight of Autumn. And I think that is where I'm going to end this reading. Yeah. Okay, we start off with the 6 of Spring in the reverse. And so this week, I don't feel like there will not be a publicly recognized success. That is, yeah. Well, on this card, it says, wonderful news is on its way, smart choices that bring rewards, success, and public recognition. In the reverse, this would be there's no public recognition, there's no success that is publicly recognized. So, it means that you might get a success, but it just won't be publicly recognized, is what I have to say about this card. Okay. Then you have the Prince of Spring. And the Prince of Spring is a very charming, self-confident, passionate, and restless individual. It says, immediate action, a challenge you can successfully manage, a passionate relationship. Not third party, this would be the player energy, because this is the Knight of Wands, or the equivalent of the Knight of Wands. So, now this publicly recognized success that you might be getting, this success that might not be publicly recognized, could be in regards to a player. Maybe it's the fact that you were able to ward off players this week, or maybe it's the fact that you were able to divert your attention to something that is more stable, long-lasting, and less fleeting, right? And then the next card is the Ace of Summer, which would be the Ace of Cups, which talks of open your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship, or the rebirth of a current one, the awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. So, your decision to not go after this Prince of Spring type energy might not be a publicly recognized success yet, but if you've had a slew of publicly recognized failures in relationships, this is definitely going to be a success for you. And it is more important for you to think that you're successful than anyone else, right? That's number one. This will also signify the beginning of a whole new era of relationships, right? Because we have the awakening, a whole new cycle of relationships, or your newfound abilities, or if you have already got your psychic abilities are awakened, you just might be going deeper into your abilities, is what I'm getting. Next, you have the Emperor. Now, the Emperor talks of use logic and structure to increase your success. Get organized, a firm but compassionate leader. So I feel like in regards to whatever it is that you're working on that was not publicly recognized last week or this current week, alright, you're going to be more hands-on on the way you deal with it, and you are going to be using your logic and structure to make sure that you are what's the word? In French we say encadré, which would be that you have a good framework in regards to this structure that you are putting into place, is what I'm getting. And if you do the work necessary to put in place a new structure, you are definitely going to win in the end with the Justice card, which is Libra energy, which talks of take the time to view the details carefully. You will win in the end. Fair and objective decision. So if you review the new structure that you are putting into place, every single stone or every single part of this structure that you're putting into place, I feel like it will be a great success afterwards. I hope that made sense. Next, you have the Seven of Summer, which would be the Seven of Cups, which talks of no more procrastinating. Your power comes from making a decision. Confusion that arises from overanalyzing the options. This would be, okay, so now you're on the right path. You're, energetically speaking, things are opening up for you, and you now have all these options that other people might not see, but that you clearly see, and that this is when you need to make a decision. You need to make a decision to what is more important to you and go with that. Okay? Then you have the Ego card. Now, the Ego card talks of the illusion of being trapped, placing too much importance on material items, getting caught up into and worry. So, this could be before the Seven of Summer, or this could be after the Seven of Summer. I feel like, seeing as the Seven of Summer is in the upright, I feel like this is what comes right after the Seven of Summer. If you are not clear on what it is that if you are not clear on the decision that you are going to make or that you have to make, I feel like your indecision, your unclarity, and all those things will lead you to the illusion of being trapped, the illusion of not knowing what your next step is, the illusion of putting the importance on the wrong type of things, and that allowing your attention to be diverted and distracted on something else. Now, so this being okay, first of all, the reader, Minnow Pond, okay, talks of, Minnow Pond is his channel, but Chris, who is the reader, when he sees the Seven of Summer, he talks of being spoiled for choice. You are spoiled for choice in that you have all these options. You just have to make one. And I feel like if you don't take the time to review the details carefully, you will lose in the end. And you will be, and this is purely intuitive, so please utilize your own, but if you don't take the time to review the details carefully, you might make the wrong decision, and that wrong decision might lead you down a path of being under the illusion of being trapped. Now, this is not to say that you will always be in this. It's to say that this week, this might happen, right? If you don't take the time to review the details carefully. Now, I feel like what this is going to allow you to do with the Six of Summer it's going to remind you of another cycle you've went through, and that partly failed is what did it fail? What am I trying to say? What am I trying to say is that your past cycles are now making more sense because the Six of Summer talks of children or childhood, the return of people or romances from your past, remembering events differently in a better or worse light than how they actually occurred, which is weird. Okay, because I felt like, and me being a clairsentient, I felt like something moved on my leg, even though I know there's nothing on my leg, like on my thigh. It's very interesting. I don't know what that means. That might mean something to someone, something. I don't know what that means, but it's definitely going to click for someone. Okay. Out there. I'm gonna write that down. No, I'm not. It's gonna make sense to you if you hear it. Now, if it does, basically. Then you have the King of Winter. Now, the King of Winter talks of a knowledgeable, experienced, fair-minded, and unemotional individual. Right? It says, get advice from someone professional and objective. Public speaking, unemotional relationships. So I feel like the way that you're remembering certain things that happened in your past is being set up differently, or it's clicking, making more sense now, and now you're seeing that you need assistance. You need someone to guide you along your path, and so that is why you are going to a professional, and the professional would be the King of Winter, so that you can get advice from them, right? Then you have the Empress. Now, after seeking out the assistance of a King of Winter, you are able to utilize your complete creativity and create whatever it is you want, because they gave you what you need to know in order to be able to achieve this. And the Empress, okay, talks of time to take action, the power of creativity, success that allows for a life of luxury. Yes, it does. Now, the next card is the Balance card, which is Temperance in this deck, which would be Sagittarian energy, which talks of take everyone's input into consideration, merge viewpoints to create a better solution, take your time, there's no need to rush. No need to rush. What am I getting at? So, in your creation, don't rush your creation is what I'm getting. Take your time. Okay, so take your time to make sure that you have the steps necessary to learn how to create what it is you want. So don't rush. Take your time to implement the King of Winter's advice so that you can better create what it is you want next, right? Then you so as I was saying, then you have the Sun card, okay? And the Sun card is the happiest card in tarot, right? Which represents Leo energy. It talks of plans that work out perfectly, amazing ideas that lead to rewards and commendation, gratitude for the blessings of life. I prefer appreciation for the blessings of life. That is my personal preference, because I feel like, from what I've gathered, right, throughout my years, gratitude means that you're grateful because you've been through something difficult. Appreciation is just because you like it. You don't have to have gone through anything to have experience to be appreciative of something, right? So that is my take on that. And when you start to become a little more appreciative for for what is happening in your reality and appreciative of the fact that you can create whatever you want, whenever you want, however you want, you will then be able to reach the 9 of Pentacles, right, which is the 9 of Autumn in this deck, and it talks of reward yourself for all your hard work, being happily and successfully self-employed, cherishing your time alone. Yes. I think the 9 of Autumn is the singles card, so this does not necessarily mean that you are going to be single this week or at the end of the week, but what it means is that you will be able to stand on your own 2 feet, be able to decide for yourself, make choices for you, right, as an adult, for what you need to move forward in your life, okay, and your happiness, right, which will then in turn help the couple's happiness, right, preferably in a perfect world. I know not every single couple is exactly that way, but generally speaking, when one is happy and content in a relationship by themselves, the other one tends to follow. I feel like I'm going to open up a whole can of worms. You don't have to listen to anything I just said. But if one is happy, the other one tends to be happy as well, because they're of the same vibration. And if one or the other is not on the same vibration, they will naturally just leave, or they'll naturally change to the one that's of a higher vibration, which is the right way to go about things. So, my gorgeous and fellow Cappies, this is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this, and if you like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please, like, share, subscribe, and comment, as well as leave me, because I love comments, right? I read them all. I might not answer all of them, but I absolutely read them all. And with that being said, my gorgeous and fellow Cappies, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye!